Hey Upscapers, James Horizon Aquatics. So today we're going to talk about the Biomaster Thermo. So the Biomaster Thermo from Oase. So this is their elite model. So they've got three models in the range, the 250, the 300 and the 600. The model numbers correspond to the size of the tanks they can do. So how do we maintain this bad boy? So this filter here, so to get into it, you've got hoses that go off to your fish tank. They stay on there, but to get into it, you've got two levers at each side to unlock it. So you pull that to unlock. So this part here then clips off. So that there, you just store it underneath. You have no water coming out of the bottom of that, what's good. So it holds all the water in the tank, no dripping, ready to rock and roll. So if you've got space underneath your cabinet, you've got a quick release pre-filter here. If you don't, you've got a lever at the top where you can just lift the handle, pull it out of your cupboard, and then you can still access this. So, pre-filter. So your pre-filter has two catches, one at each side. You push them together and that comes off like so. Then you got, on this one, this is the 250, so you've got four in here. The 350 has 5 foams and then the 600 has 6 foams. So with these, take some water out of your tank, give them a right good squeeze in there to get all the muck out of them. This is your first part where your muck gets caught onto. So if you've got these ones, the blue ones, and you find, blimey, they're getting clogged up quite a bit. We do have other sizes as well. So there's a more coarse one, what's like an orangey red. So you can obviously replace them whenever you like. So that's them. So you pop them back on like so. Then you put your sleeve back over. That clips inside there. And there we go. Nice and secure. So that, you can keep off to the side there. So, to get into the main body, you have to lift this lever up. You've got big butterfly clips at each side. The build quality on these is unreal. Like the plastics are good quality plastics. Oase never do stuff by halves. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it properly, as they have with this one. So that's the main body there. Remember, you've got a heating element that's straight down there. Remember, when you're putting this down, make sure you be gentle, just because you've got obviously a glass element there. But if you do break it by accident, it's not the end of the world, because we have them stocked, and they're not bad price either for a heating element, to be honest. Right, okay, so what's inside this? Let me just move this down here. What's inside? So, we have trays. Your trays consist of different things. So you've got your bottom tray, what has your biological. That's a plastic biological there, so that doesn't break down. And the surface area on those is incredible. You've got other foam here, so how Oase like to do theirs is they go on surface area of foam, as instead of having loads and loads of biological. What we recommend is keep hold of these, because you never know what the future might bring. But if you replace these out with Biomax, so that's Biomax, 88 Bio Rio, what's brilliant value for money, or the Seachem Matrix. And then the last tray has a smaller foam, what's really fine, and you can take that out as and when and give it a good clean. To be fair, getting into the actual unit, you don't have to get into it that much. It's more your pre-filter, what's this part here, what you need to clean out more regularly than the main inside. So, again, how it stacks, so you've got your bio media first, and then they recommend putting foam in there to the top. We recommend biological, finer foam at the top, and back into the master pump, back into your tank. So, but to be fair, what you get does the job. You can upgrade over time. Stick that back in there. So, in fact, I'll put them in individually because I'll end up dropping them. There we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. The size of them trays as well, you can fit loads and loads of media in there. So this is the 250, as I say. So you've got, you know, them ones in there. The bigger models have more trays in them. If you go on our website, you can have a look and see which one takes your fancy. So to put it back together, remember glass heating element. So watch it. Put that in the hole. There's a hole there, guiding hole. So pop that in there. And the good thing is with the heater being inside here as well, is that bacteria grows faster with the heat. So, as a Oase thinking ahead, put a heating element inside the heater so the more bacteria harvests inside there. So, put your main pre-filter back in. So you'll feel it, it'll click into place. There we go. And then that'll let you, if it's not in place properly, it won't let you lock it up. Just because it, you know, wants to be proper sealed before it gets back up and running. So you push your hoses back on there, you lock it, and if it locks for you, you know you're onto a winner. And then this will allow the water to go back in, so you lock it back up. There you go. And so then your filter will fill up with water, and then once it's filled up with water, you can flick your, you know, switches back on, leave your heater off for about 5-10 minutes when it's all getting back up and running, because you want all the air out of it before you switch your heating back on. If you find, why isn't it working? Why, you know, why is it, you know, air locked? This here, this blue part here, is you push that down, and what that does is that forces the air out of the unit and encourages more water to come in. So yeah, so leave it off, you know, put your circulation back on, leave it running for about 10 minutes, then put your heater back on. So flick it back on. When you come to clean it, turn your heating off for 5 to 10 minutes, because you want that heating element to cool down before you get into it. And that's it, guys. So that is the Biomaster